You know, I can't tell you how happy I am to see this, because the original work order stating customer requesting limb removal really had me second guessing my career choice. So this customer said that there's something wrong with his engine. Alright, go ahead and start it up. Let's see what she's got. Dude, people pay big money to have their engine sound like that. Just listen to her.
Listen to her.
Plus, you get a free smokescreen? Bruh, there's no issue here. So let me get this straight. You said that a facehugger impregnated your car, and now you believe it's leaking xenomorph blood? Well, you might be onto something. You know, being a mechanic for as long as I have, you see some weird shit. Check out this one. Customer states coolant leak, okay? Belt knocked off due to chicken under the hood. Found belt knocked loose by live chicken under the hood. Removed chicken, okay, good. Reinstalled belt, topped off coolant. Returned chicken to customer. Fantastic.
Nice.
And the customer states his console looks like his ball sack. You know, I tell you, these goddamn people are starting to get on my nerves with these pranks using my damn website to write the dumbest shit. Oh, that does look like a ball sack. America runs on Dunkin'. Quite literally. Get your set of Dunkin' gaskets free with every purchase. So you can see here that this dude's electric parking brake is engaged, and he claims that he can't disengage it. Perhaps it's because your money doesn't fold, it jiggles.
For sure.
I'm going to teach you something about engines that none of you knew. If you overheat the engine to the point where you warp the head or you blow the gasket, your engine will turn into a very expensive and heavy vanilla bean frappuccino maker. Guys, this is just a quick reminder to always thoroughly inspect a used vehicle before buying it. Why, you ask? Well, because meth heads are allowed to own a welder, okay? Now, I can't be 100% sure what exactly this mechanic is doing, but I'll be damned if he doesn't look busy as hell. Hey, what's going on, TikTok? Today is day 7 of converting my daily driver into the Flintstones car. Follow for more! This customer states that he thinks he bricked his engine. Oh, well, I'll be damned.
You meant that literally.
Customer brought this little teeny tiny Honda in for a tune after he did all of his own wiring. Now, I've looked over this several times and I can't identify a single one of these things, which means I'm confident that you don't need them. Welcome to New York, sir. Your chariot waits. You know what? Let's test you guys. Let's see if you can figure out what's wrong with this one. Did anyone notice it? Let's take a look again. You see that? Rotten frame wood. Now, everyone knows that frame wood is only good for about 4,000 miles, so make sure you change them every time you change your oil. This is basic mechanics, people. Boy, I tell you, ever since Ford went and stuffed that fancy 21-gear automatic manual transmission in here, this truck has been smoother than warm butter on a hot biscuit and faster than a one-eyed dog chasing 2 squirrels. This lady said that she hasn't been able to start her car for weeks, and the solution for this was ridiculous. When starting the car is attempted, you can clearly see that the immobilizer light comes on, so maybe the key is bad. But just for fun, let's remove this magnetic decorative ring from the ignition. Hey, what do you know? It works. So it turns out the magnet was interfering with the immobilizer signal. The more you know.
That'll be $180.
Ladies, if you're worried about what your man is doing when he's out with the boys, don't worry. He's probably just making a quick deploy guillotine or something. Alright, what do we got here? Dome light, driver's side won't turn off. Inspect, advise. Alright, let's take a look. It can't be. Ma'am, respectfully, it's obvious that technology has advanced past your capacity, and it's probably best that you don't own a car. This lady brought her car into the dealership mad as all hell, because apparently her luxury car's dash compass never seems to work properly. So it turns out that a magnetic phone mount has magnets in it?
You don't say.
Yeah, dude. And apparently there's some weird magical relationship between magnets and compasses. Strange, right? Customer states that his car's built-in urinal isn't draining properly. You know, I've never understood customers not being open and honest with their mechanics about what happened to their car. Like, I get that you're having suspension and steering issues, but why wouldn't you just say that you drove it through wet concrete?
Freaking concrete!
Alright, what do we got here? Okay, let's see. Customer states that when he steers it, it sounds like 3 possessed chickens fighting over the last piece of corn. Oh, come on. There's got to be a better way to describe that. Nope. No, he nailed it. Oh, no. No wonder you're having such a hard time breathing. Okay, I want you to hold one nostril and then blow as hard as you can, okay? Oh! There you go. Much better, huh?
I feel better. Much better.
Are you getting sick of having to use your blinkers? Do you want people to just get out of your way when you're turning? Well then, boy do I have a mod for you. This lady said that her soon-to-be ex-husband found out that she was cheating, and the way that he told her was magnificent. This wonderful son of a programmed her car's screen so that whenever she starts the car, a picture of her and the other guy shows up.
This guy is amazing, okay?
Perfectly in balance as all things should be. Alright, for those of you out there that don't know how to do hillbilly math, let me break it down for you. One toothless redneck plus an old Lincoln welder times 10 lines of that sweet, sweet nose candy equals a Honda Ute.
Did you say ute? What is a ute?
Customer brought this one in exactly as you see it. He said that it has a small vibration, right around 20 or 30 miles per hour. Well, if a small vibration is all you're getting, you're doing pretty well in my professional opinion, bud. Hey, let's take a quick second to thank the sponsor of today's video, RealTruck.com. They sent me this undercover swing case and it's quickly become one of my favorite truck upgrades. It mounts right in that dead space between the wheel well and it swings out over the tailgate so you're not crawling into your bed every time you need something. Just pull the latch and it comes right to you.
I'm a god boy.
It holds up to 75 pounds, which is more than enough for tools and straps and all that random stuff we end up hauling around. The lid is weather sealed and it's lockable, so everything stays dry and secure. The installation is super easy, maybe 30 to 45 minutes with basic tools. If you've got a drill and some patience, you're good. And if you ever need that extra bed space, it lifts right off the lockable hinges in seconds. It is made right here in the good old US of A.
America! Yeah!
And RealTruck backs it with a 1-year warranty. They also offer guaranteed fitment, 30-day returns, and even financing if you're trying to build out that dream setup. Now, if you're ready to actually organize your bed space, check out the undercover swing case at RealTruck.com. I'll put the link in the description. And thanks again to RealTruck for sponsoring today's video. Let's go ahead and get back into it. Look, man, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you wired the car wrong, but I am pretty positive that your car's hood prop isn't supposed to be welding itself to the car. So the customer brought this in for a spark plug replacement, and I have no idea what the hell I'm supposed to do now. Man, I'm scared.
Hey, pardon me, sir. What's this wire here?
Oh, it's all good, bro. It's my amp wire. It goes to my battery, dude.
God dang.
Here's a friendly reminder that if you're going to buy used tires, inspect them yourself first. Nah, who am I kidding? They still have a decent amount of tread. Go ahead and give them the full send, my dude. Now, sir, I still need to do a thorough inspection, but my initial diagnosis is that the motor wants to get up out of that engine bay now. It's crazy the extent that people will go to change out their fuel pump without dropping the tank. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I've done this to my truck before, and I'm not completely opposed to it if dropping the tank is way too time consuming, but at least do it the right way and make yourself an access panel. You know, I don't understand why I keep seeing people trying to fix leaking stuff with expanding foam. That stuff's meant for like sealing gaps around doors and windows and stuff. Was this a TikTok video or something? Stop it.
Just stop.
Hey man, I ain't no genius or nothing, but I think you installed your lift kit wrong.
What just happened?
This SUV has a different approach to security. Watch it as it slowly starts eliminating its enemies.
Fatality.
This is what I imagine Bumblebee would look like if he got into tattoos and body modification. Did you hear that Mercedes-Benz has a new moshing feature with their GLS? Now when you're stuck in snow or mud, you can rock out and feel better. I don't know if you know exactly how much time it takes to install a smokescreen in a car, but I spent the better part of a day getting this bad son installed. Why did you do that, you ask? Well, it's the fastest way to lose 5 stars. Customer complaining of rattling noises under the car, which I'm confused about because how in the actual is he driving this car without it disintegrating when he hits the smallest of bumps? This car looks like it survived a Thanos snap. The owner is, honestly, one speed bump away from Flintstoning it to work every day. There's something about this custom stretched Chevy Lumina that makes me want to save Princess Vespa. Pro tip, people, if you ever get a flat and you're in a pinch, you can actually fill the tire with expanding foam, provided that you're aware that it won't fix the problem at all, and the person who actually does fix it properly will think you're an idiot. Hey, check out this awesome and super easy to do rain mod for your windshield wiper fluid. It doesn't really help you clean your windshield better, but man, does it work for stopping tailgaters.
Today, I'm going to teach you how to properly use JB Weld to repair an engine crack. You're going to get a nice big glob of it, and then you're going to want to spread it right here. Oh, damn it to hell.
So while working on this car, this customer's New York State registration was found. I don't know, man. This seems a little bit fishy. Are you sure it's legit?
Yeah, it's legit.
So apparently this car has 3 heated seat options. We got warm, hot, and literally on fire. What the hell is this thing?
Larry, I think it's a Ford.
You're an idiot, Jim.
I can't believe the type of shit that goes on nowadays. Vehicles don't stick to their kind anymore. Now we got a bunch of flippin' half-breed Volvo-ettes driving around. The world's gone to hell, I tell you. Hey, did you know that cars can do backflips? No? Well, that's because they can't. That's going to be an expensive fix. Yes, I see that the car has high blood pressure, where you can clearly see the vehicle's vein bulging. I recommend deep breaths in the morning and accompanied with yoga. He'll be better in no time. Well, seeing this just made me lose all confidence with walking under a car. Here, could I interest you in a right proper cup of delicious Texas tea? Well, that's going to finish up today's episode. If you actually stayed this long, just know I appreciate you. Before we wrap things up, I want to thank all of my Noobs and training members. We really appreciate your support, and it helps us continue to create content you love. If you have a video you'd like to submit, check out thenoobmechanic.com. And feel free to follow our Facebook page for more content. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thanks for sticking it out till the end. It's some cool gear, something iconic. TheNoobMechanic.com has got it. Yeah. New uploads coming almost daily, so come on.